Hi everybody, this is Robin with the Scrap and Delta Diva. I'm coming to you today to present a project that I made for my mother's birthday. It's an explosion box that has a Paris theme to it. I used some papers from the Teresa Collins Timeless collection, and it's very pretty collection. I love Teresa stuff, and it is mainly like black, white, grays, and a pretty soft pale pink. You'll notice that her papers are two-sided. They're a nice weight. The paper that I use for the larger part of the box has a pink flocking on it, and it's a really nice paper. And once I saw that paper, I knew that that was going to be the direction that I was going to go in and what I was going to use for this project. So let's get started. This is how I cut out my box. I started out with a 12 by 12 piece of paper, and I used my ruler and my cutting mat, which also has the grid lines on it, to make registration marks on my paper at 4 inches in from the right and from the left, so and from the bottom and the top. And what I did is I just counted over from this edge, or measured over from this edge 4 inches, and measured up 4 inches from the bottom, and put a little registration mark. You can kind of see it there a little bit. It's a little pencil mark, and I did the same thing for this side, and put a little pencil mark there, pencil mark there, and pencil mark there. So that tells me where I'm going to cut with my whatever cutter you want to use. I used my cutter that came with my Your Story that I ordered the other day from HSN. Excuse me. So you're going to do this process for the base, and then you're going to do the same process. Excuse me, let me go back. You're going to cut all the way to the registration mark on both sides for the base. Okay, so what you're going to do is essentially cut the pieces out. So you're going to end up with like a separate 4 by 4 square like this. So you want to take those out for your base. Now for the top, here you can see, maybe you can't see because it's housed too. I've made registration marks. I cut a 6 by 6 piece of paper, and I've made a registration marks at 1 inch in. So I went in 1 inch from the right, 1 inch from the bottom, and here's my little registration mark. Okay, same thing on both sides. This part is really simple to do. The difference between cutting the top and cutting the base is I'm only going to cut on one side. So I'm going to cut here, cut here, cut here, and cut here, because I need these little extra pieces right here to be my tabs to glue my box together. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Okay, so here's my piece after I have made the cut. And you can see I've made the cut, and I just have the little tab left over here. So when I score this with my MS scoreboard, I'm going to score here and along here and along here, and so I'm going to have this little tab to tuck under this piece and glue it all together to make the lid. So here the box is all put together. Now we just have to, oh, that sunlight is bright back there, isn't it? Now we just have to assemble, decorate with all our cuts and everything. So that's what the finished product looks like. Well, not quite finished. Halfway finished. Okay, so as you can see, I've kind of been busy getting all my pieces and everything in place. I'll start with the Eiffel Tower in the middle. This Eiffel Tower is from the Summer in Paris cartridge. It's 3-dimensional. On the cartridge is one of the 3-dimensional cuts, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I don't think that they intended for this thing to be cut this small. This was kind of a murder to get together, get pieced together. The little tabs that they put on the edge to glue all the 4 pieces together were so tiny that I almost couldn't even see them. But I managed to get them put together. You can see it's kind of leaning to the right a little bit. Managed to get it put together, and then I had to use some glue. I used the Scotch quick dry adhesive to glue it in place. So I put the flowers down to cover up my little spots of glue, and then I went ahead and adhered my pocket for the money, and I glued this little card down that I put Paris on, and then I added a ring of bling in the middle around my Eiffel Tower, and then added some flourishes on the side. Now on the side where the flourishes are, I'm going to add a crown that I have covered in the Martha Stewart coarse glitter, and I just really like the way that sparkles, all that iridescence that it gives. So I'm going to put this on with some pop dots that I've already adhered to the back, just to raise it up a little bit above the bling that I put on here already. Pop dots. Got glitter everywhere, so it's sticking to everything. And then I'm going to put this on here. I'm kind of set it to the side right here, like so. Sound like Christopher Lowell. If anybody remembers his TV show, he used to say that all the time. Just put it right there, like so. And do the same thing on the side with this fleur-de-lis. The Summer in Paris cartridge I like it a lot. But I think I got the crown and the fleur-de-lis. I think one of these came from the Cricket Circle French Manor cartridge. That was the first cartridge of the that they offered in the Cricket Circle back when it started last year. So put the fleur-de-lis, and I know it's upside down. Let me see. I'll take it up. Put it the right way. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay, so there we have most of the pieces in place. Now I'm just going to add a strip of bling at the bottom down here. And this is the Recollections brand of bling on a roll. And as you can see, it kind of comes on a roll. Let me see how many. It's 1 yard of bling. And you can use your coupon to get that. So I'm going to just stick this down here, tie in all the bling and everything. Bling on all the parts so far. And then I have a strip for the Paris side. There we have it. Got all the bling on the inside, and I think this is going to do it for the inside. Now I'll go to the finish, put a ribbon on the outside, put the lid on top, and it'll be ready to go. Thank you very much. Just pull the ribbon, slide the ribbon off, put it on the table. Slide the ribbon off and then put it on the table. Put it on the table. Move the ribbon out the way. And hold.
There was an art to doing it and an art to taking it apart.
There it is. Okay, now hold the bottom and just take the top off. Move your hand. Oh, fun.
Ooh, thank you. That is very cute.
I said start, not get you there. Hold it up.
Oh, she can Oh, nice. Right there. She got some of mine.